Hi everyone, welcome back to WHU TV. It's nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well and having a good start to your week. This is a bit of a bonus video, really. I wasn't intending to do this today, but I've been doing little bit of digging about, and over the last few seasons now, we've been asking each other the questions: who should really be in goal for West Ham? Should it be Fabianski or should it be Areola? Because yes, they have each other weaknesses and weaknesses and strengths, which pretty much counter each other out. But I thought it'd be nice to get your thoughts in the conversation in the comments below, because we haven't really had a conversation about it yet. I mean, we've touched on it here and there in certain full-time thoughts videos or certain watch-alongs, but here is some data from FootMob that I think you might want to listen to, which may or may not prejudice your decision as to who you think should be in goal for West Ham. But of course, by all means, please do like, share and subscribe as well. But as always, guys, this video is sponsored by the channel sponsor 3retro.com. Please click the link in the description below that will take you directly through to the West Ham section of their website, where you can purchase some really nice retro gear, as you can see from the icon that's up here, along with track jackets, polo shirts, sweatshirts and t-shirts made by Admiral and Umbro, so go check those out. Any purchases you make through the link in the description below, the commission that the channel would normally be getting, as I always say, I'll be sending on to the charity Iron Supporting Food Banks. They're based in the Newham area, and they're helping those in the Newham area and the Essex County and further afield for that matter, as they're probably close to supporting around about 80 to 90 separate food banks, guys. So go grab yourself a really nice retro shirt. You'll be saving yourself a few quid in comparison to the club shop, and you'll be helping those that are less fortunate than you and I. But if you want to make a donation directly to the charity and you don't want to make an affiliate link purchase, that's perfectly fine. There is their Just Give and Fund link in the description below. So £1, £2, £5. Believe me, guys, every penny helps. So one of the reasons why I wanted to put this up is because I do think, well, I don't think, I know from the details that both keepers have almost, in the Premier League, have almost conceded the same amount of goals. So it's roughly around about the same sort of time now. Obviously, because Fabianski's coming to the end of his contract at the end of the season. Areola's only just recently returned from an injury. It'd be interesting to see what you guys think on this. So let's talk about it in a bit more detail. In terms of saves, on average per game, Fabianski makes us 3.95 saves per game on average, in comparison to Areola's 3.33 per game. In terms of a save percentage of what he's faced with, Fabianski saves 70.1%, whereas Areola saves 60.7%. Now, as I mentioned, both goalkeepers have roughly conceded the same amount of goals. Fabianski's conceded 20, with an average of 1.68 per game, with Areola with 24 on an average of 2.16 per game. Now, of course, that's slightly different because, we've been getting some Areolas at the start of the season where we were playing really badly, conceding left, right and centre, which we still are to a degree. But obviously, Fabianski's come in and in that bit where things have slowly started to improve as a result of it. Now, in terms of goals prevented, this is the interesting one, because I'm not really sure how this has worked out, to be honest with you. Obviously, in terms of like saves, etc., because FootMob show Fabianski prevents 0.22 goals per game, with Areola of a minus 0.64 goals per game. It's a bit weird that. I don't know how there's a minus bit in there. So that's the only one I'm a little bit wary of in terms of that. Fabianski has kept 0.17 on average per game clean sheets, in comparison to Areola's 0.09. Yeah, it kind of hints that way. Now, errors led to goals, roughly the same. Fabianski 0.08 per game and Areola is 0.09 per game. In terms of sweeper keeper, Areola has been 0.54 per game, whereas Fabianski's been 0.42 per game. Now, in terms of the high claim, which is basically when a save has been made from a high ball, Fabianski is 0.59 per game, whereas Areola is 0.81. So again, still not that huge amount in it, but this is one of the reasons why I know they class, a punch as a save and stuff, but I do think both goalkeepers need to be putting their hands on it to properly save it. But yeah, in terms of distribution, Fabianski has a 63.3% passing accuracy, whereas Areola has 71.9% passing accuracy. In terms of long balls, Fabianski has an accurate long ball ratio of 7.14 in comparison to Areola's 7.75 per game, and the accuracy of said long balls, Fabianski is 36.8% accurate, whereas Areola is 45% dead. So it's very interesting to think, to look at these stats, because it doesn't, unfortunately, it doesn't really help. Because in terms of being a sweeper keeper and doing long balls, Areola is the better one. But in general, Fabianski is the better. He really, really is. Not by much, but he is. However, if you go by stats alone, you say Fabianski left, right, and centre. Give him a new 9-year deal. Yeah, we can't do that, of course, because he's obviously going to be retiring in the next few years. He hasn't got long left in him. However, now there's no competition between the two players whatsoever. They do actually work with each other and spar each other on and stuff. So I'm hoping Fabianski can continue down this route that he seems to be doing over the last season or so, of when he was on the bench, giving him, talking to Kev Nolan under Moyes last season, and giving him instructions on, what's going on here and there. I hope he can do that, because I do think if Fabianski can teach Areola the bits where Areola is weaker and Fabianski is stronger, I think we've got one hell of a goalkeeper in Areola. But as it stands at the moment, I personally still want to see Areola in goal by a very, very small amount. The distributions from Areola are quicker. He doesn't hesitate as much to make a pass as in terms of Fabianski, and that is the difference as far as I'm concerned. But guys, put your comments in the comment section below. Let me know what you're thinking on this. As always, please do like, share and subscribe. And the preview will be going up for the Chelsea game at some point, probably on Thursday or Friday. I haven't made my mind up yet, because obviously we play on the Monday. But there will be content coming up. But guys, in the meantime, have a fantastic one, and I will see you very, very soon. All the best now. Take care.